Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and today this is one of those nice, simple little answering comments and questions shows that I do, where I just basically run through your comments and questions that you had on the videos. I haven't done this in a number of weeks already, so I figure I've got a little bit of time, so let me catch up. So I added, it's pretty much just all a screen share show too, so. Um, I've added a bunch of shows in there, so I'll go through the tabs here. So this is my, if you're new to me or anything, this is my um, YouTube page. So you can subscribe to me there if you want to keep up to date and you want to check out one of the shows. You can set reminders. These are the shows that I added through the end of the month. So you can set a reminder for each particular show, or you can subscribe, and then as a subscriber, you can get an alert anytime I go live. This would be my Instagram. If you want to follow my photography and stuff like that, my Instagram is basically, it's a little mismatch of everything. As you can see, I'll have beer on here and just whatever, mixed drinks. I take sunrise photos. I'm a truck driver by trade, as you can see here from the description. That's me pretty much. And then you can see my freelance photography that I do. I do shoot models, different types of photography, submit to magazines, that sort of thing. So you can follow me there on Instagram, Joe D Photography, if you'd like. Here is the Facebook page, Joe D Reviews, at Joe D Reviews. You want to check me out on Facebook, facebook.com/Joe D Reviews. Check it out there. And here we are on the comments. And from here on, we just kind of go through each of the comments. It puts it in a nice little list for me. I appreciate that YouTube does that. Makes it really easy for me just to hammer through these and knock them out. So here we go. Andrew is a regular on the show, and this was for the Friday Share Beer show for 10/20 that 10/20/17 that he posted this comment. My oldest sister's boyfriend is Jewish. Oh, we were talking. Neri, who you see there in the thumbnail, is married to a Jewish woman, and I had questions about the Jewish religion, so he was getting back to me on that. I'll just thumbs up him and heart that. And I think the Foggy relating to the chat comment relates to the herbs that are now legal in the state. We were probably having some sort of conversation relating to that. And this is a comment on my last, and see, 11/12 is the last time that I did one of these. So this is a comment on my answering comments for 11/12 that I did, and that's how long it's been since I've done this. I try to do it at least every month, but I just got behind. Thanks for doing it. Dave says, thanks for doing this, Joe. Always appreciate you taking the time to answer comments from your subs, man. Cheers. Yeah, absolutely, man. It like you see right now, it may take me a while, but I really do intend on getting back to your comments. So just be patient with me, but I will. And if you make a comment, it'll be up here. So sometimes I'll get to some of them quickly. As you can see, I've already commented on some of these, but if I don't, I will do a show like this where you'll see me replying. So thanks, appreciate it. Let me see. Let me thank you. Whoops. And what I do pretty much most things I do it like this, kind of a live sort of format, so that you can see it's just genuine, man. This is me just replying to you as as it comes to me. So and if you've got a problem with anything, man, trust me, I have got thick skin, man. You just say it, you know what I'm saying? Or if you've got, something nice to say, then you can say that as well. I welcome all comments, man. I don't, just stay away from anything racial, anything religious or political, and we're good. Right? Other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? If you've got something, I'm having water, but if you've got something constructive to say, man, just go ahead and say it. Have at it. I've got thick skin. Let's see. Thank you for watching and all your support. Absolutely, man. Dave's he's been tuning in for quite a while already. So we'll thumb up him, heart him. This is a comment on the same video. I just finished drinking the Mother Earth Brewery Imperial Peanut Butter Stout. Dude, this has become a I can hardly go to. I have to get that beer at when I go to Total Wine, and I can hardly go there and not get a 6-pack of that beer. It's and it's funny too because I actually do like the Belching Beaver, but like I said, when I don't know, did I review them together or something? But it's a matter of taste. Like sometimes you're feeling for something a little sweeter, so you might go towards the Belching Beaver. But if you're not on that sweeter side, but you still want something that's sweet, but still has that little bit of hoppiness to it, then the Mother Earth is going to be the one, and that's the one that I've just been. I don't even know how many I've had already. I've probably. I don't know, maybe a case and a half altogether. I've probably bought, I don't know. It's been quite a few. Let me see. This has turned into my. Well, let's see. This brew is always in my fridge lately, right? Because that's. Yeah, it's just always in my fridge lately. Um, yeah, thanks for the comment. Okay, we got Larry here for my review on, I think this is Newcastle. Yeah, Newcastle Brown Ale. I go here because, and it's not translating on the video that you're watching, but when I put my my mouse here, then I can see the rest of. If I just hold it there for a second, it pops up the rest of the title for me to see. I don't know why it's not showing on your end, but so that's why I do that. If you see me put the mouse here, then that's why. So Larry says, I can't believe I watched this video for the first time 8 years ago. Man, time flies by. Is Jody still alive? Yeah, I'm still alive, man. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm still here. uh, yeah, that was funny. I'm still here. Oh, this ain't one of my videos. This was in my early days of posting videos, I would occasionally put up other people's videos. I don't do that anymore, but I would put up if I saw a good, YouTube was different 10 years. It's me. It's funny how much social networks and everything has just changed. The internet period has changed in 10, 15 years because I was on YouTube almost probably weeks after it started. Before it was even with Google, before Google owned it, when it was YouTube, when people were still trying to figure out how to spell YouTube, because initially people just wanted to put the letter U and then tube. And when you found out that it was YouTube, it was kind of like, that don't make any sense. Does anybody remember that? Am I the only one? In any case, so this is those early days of, I think right after I started posting videos, beer review videos. And so I would um, post it, and this is a music video of Joel Ortiz. And so I Am Legends, thumb upping that one. But yeah, I don't get any sort of royalties or anything on that. They copyrighted that one right away. I've been pretty fortunate where some of the videos, some of the owners of that copyright took the videos down right away, or they either just let them stay up and then they posted their own ads on them, and of course kept all the rights to it and stuff. Of course it's their material, but they recognized that I was getting hits on their stuff, you know what I'm saying? So they put links in there to buy the music on iTunes and stuff like that. So I always appreciate when the artist does that, because sometimes you got to recognize, hey, this person's getting a little more hits than we are, so why not just we'll make sure the money's coming to us, but we'll leave it there and people are tuning in there, so why not? Let me see. Yes, it's good song. I actually haven't listened to that in a long time. Let's see, and this is for my review that I did not too long ago, Estrella, out of Spain there. That's my first Spanish beer, I think. Good review, first comment, yes. Thank you for watching. And tell a friend. There you go. And then we have Sadiq on that same one. For a second, I was worried you got kidnapped by terrorist backdrop. And then I responded, yeah, that's hilarious. And then head coach, who tunes in regularly as well, a winner. Oh, maybe at the winner or something is Sadiq with the best comment ever. So I obviously said something. I don't remember what that was now. Like I said, it's been, I think, 5 or 6 weeks. But I'll thumb up coach on that one. And then we got Jughead on there. Jughead's been commenting on some of the videos, which is cool. Man, looking good, Joe D. Like the camera. Yeah, so this was probably, oh, you know what? I think I used my new iPhone, I think, to record that video, maybe. In either case, oh, now I know what he's referencing. Yeah, I did, because I used my iPhone on my my black background that I used to shoot that I used to do some of my photo shoots. And so Sadiq was doing that. For a second I was worried you got kidnapped by terrorists, and he puts backdrop because of the black background, so it did kind of have that feel. So that is fun. Yeah, I do remember now. Yeah, so whenever I post a review, so let me put thank you in there. The feedback on the better quality is kind of nice, so I do appreciate that. Because it's a pain in the ass, actually. It's kind of a pain in the ass to do that, you know what I'm saying? And then to and then I have to do some editing on it and all that sort of thing. Versus this, I just go live, and it's just so much easier. And then I like the chatting and the instant feedback as well. But I'll keep doing them from time to time. Let me see. Tony Howard says, I like the video. Sound was nice. It looked good, and is a very nice little beer as well. So yeah, it's that particular beer wasn't nothing super crazy. Let's see, thank you, Tony. I appreciate. Am I spelling? Oh, thank you, spell check. I appreciate. Oh man, yeah. So yeah, spell check jumped in there. This is an old video. Let me see. iMac won't install. Oh, I remember having this problem too. OS 10.6 or 10.7 Lion. So this is an old one, and Gary jumps in there. I think for the comment, man. I mean, I have since gotten way past this, but yeah, thanks for the comment anyway. Make sure your country flag is showing in the top right corner. Yeah, commenting. Yeah, I still appreciate it. You know, heck, I don't even have that machine anymore, but it's still nice when someone comments, even on some of the tech videos that are kind of old. I was reviewing a lot more tech in those days. Let me see. This is my beer review on Don de Do, something like that. I keep on searching new beers to try. It turns out you've done them all years ago. I was for a while. I would pump out. I would probably do 4 or 5 videos. And some people got really good at noticing this too. But I would pick a day when I was feeling really good, and I would do like 4 or 5 videos all in a row, and edit them and everything, and keep them in the can, and then just release them on different days. And I think that's what anybody has to do, really. I know Greg does it. It's just what you have to do, and because it takes a long time. It'll take like a whole day. Yeah, I can remember my ex kind of complaining about it actually. Let me see. So laugh out loud. Let me see. Yeah, that's for sure. I have done a few reviews, that's for sure. Uh, but yeah, you'd record them, and then I'd put them out because you don't always feel super great. You know what I'm saying? And then that way, whenever you tuned in to watch a video, if I recorded them when I was feeling good and when I was feeling full energy and stuff like that, then you got a good impression. You know what I'm saying? And which is exactly what you should get. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need someone reviewing a beer and being all bummed out and all. You know what I'm saying? Because you have those days. So I'd record them all when I was feeling great. And see, bring back the background music and your reviews will be perfect. Yeah. Um, I just learned a long time ago not to do that. For one, some of my reviews I had actually, I was going through a thing where some of the people that owned the copyright to some of those some of that music I was posting in my videos wanted the whole video taken down. So I've got several videos that were took down that were beer reviews, and you're like, damn it, that kind of sucks. So, and then I also have had my reviews either on that particular brewery's page or used in a commercial or that sort of thing. and they want clean videos. So I just with no music. So I just don't do it. You know, it's tempting, but I just don't do it. I found out that you know, um, I know it can get a little dry and a little boring, maybe for some people. I understand that, but in the long run, if someone contacts me and they want permission to use that video in a particular way, then there's more flexibility there if there's no background music. So yeah, thanks for this suggestion. Yep, I no longer do that. Well, I should say, let me see. I might consider that in the future because you never know. I have been thinking about. Hell, I even thought about doing it for this one. Uh, I might actually have music in this video because this, especially this sort of thing, this is kind of dry. And now there's more. What do you call it? Kind of. What do they call it? Creative Commons, sort of. Music that you can use. Hell, YouTube even has it, different styles and so forth that you can put in the background. So I was thinking about doing that. Let me see. And that wouldn't be as bad because I've still got a clean video, I think, right? And then just with um, music added after the fact. I think that's how it would work, right? So this is for Share Beer 439. What's your favorite pizza? So Backwoods Billy puts in here plain cheese pizza, also chicken pizza, also pizza margarita. Let me see. Okay, I like most of those. But the is that margarita? Let me see. Uh, Debatable. Yeah. That one's a little suspect right there, right? Let's see. So let me give it a thumbs up. Oh, here we go. Wow. Uh, so this was my open box of the my 40D. This is an old video. So this is an open box of my 40D with the 28 to 135. Man, I no longer use those anymore, but I used them for a long time. I actually this year stopped using them. Um, and Drake says both still work, not very pleasing. Lens band stop. Oh, lens band to stop lens creep. 40D replaced with better model. Yeah, 40D was definitely, it's long been replaced. You've got now the 80D, and the 80D is a really good camera. Um, I had thought about buying an 80D recently, but I got my 70 Mark II. Um, and I'm hearing that there might even be a 70 Mark III in the works already. Um, so we'll see about that because I still do. Whenever I do need a second camera, because I have two 40Ds, so whenever I need a second camera, I still do. If I'm going to be shooting outdoors, I still will go to that 40D. because it will still make some nice images. I can still get some very useful stuff out of it, especially outdoors. So yeah, and if I were to ever need a third camera, then of course I have my second 40D. But I still have both of those. You know why? Because I looked into selling them, but I'm just not going to get much for them. So I would rather just hold on to them until I get a good solid second camera replacement. So if they do come out with that 7D Mark III, then I'll probably buy that and use my Mark II as the second camera. So yeah, awesome. See both of my 40Ds. Um, I replace them with a 7D Mark II. I'm still trying to get used to that 7D Mark II. It has so many options. So let me think. For the comment and for watching. Yeah, that's awesome that he took the time to comment, because that is an old video. This review's on talk about old videos, Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale. Now, these reviews, though, the beer reviews, those still hold a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, they hold true, is what I should say, not weight. They hold true still, because Samuel Smith's is an old brewery, and they pretty much brew the same beer. So you can expect whatever opinion I had on it then to it'd be kind of good to review it again, I guess, but it's probably not going to change much. Nice review, man. Especially love the music you got jamming in the background. Nothing better than some soul music. Yeah, some of those videos haven't, and then some of those videos I just don't get any revenue from. Of course, I don't get any revenue anyway anymore. But so I just learned a valuable lesson with putting music in there. So thank you. And then here's Jason again on Share a Beer. Which one is this? 438. And it's bath night. Poor Paul, man. He said that, and it's just not gonna go away. It just sticks around. Oh, poor guy. Uh, Let me see. I haven't seen that Mark guy in years. Well, you haven't watched Share Beer in years, because he's on there most weeks. Most every show, man. Mark is on there with me. He's been, God, for years and years and years. But definitely all the 5 years that we've been on, or maybe 6 years now that we've been on Google Plus and YouTube. He's more. He's rarely not on the show. I checked this channel and all his videos are taken down. Yeah. Did he stop making beer reviews? Yes, he did. See, then I tell I don't know if Mark knew necessarily how often I still get asked about that, about his videos. But yeah, here we go. Jason's still asking about him. How some people don't even know that he did videos, but Mark did really good beer reviews. And then just one day, Google said, "You don't exist anymore, son. You're done." And they just boom, they wiped his channel, they wiped his videos, everything, man. It was just gone. And he tried to respond. You know, he fought for a little while and tried to, you know, hey, what's going on? Why did you take my videos down? And I don't even think Google replied to him. They just took him down, and that was it. And I was kind of worried the same thing would happen to me because, you know, I don't have backups all these videos, and so I think at that point he just, you know, screw it. I'm just not, you know, just not doing it anymore. It's a lot of work, and I think that's where Mark just decided, you know what, just jump in, share a beer, and that'll be about it for me. And he does his photography stuff, and that's so. If you want to see Mark doing his thing, then he has his photography, and that's Mark's Photography Spot. He does that show most Sundays. He takes days off here and there, but let's see. Yep. Let's see, Mark's. We're taking down. For yeah, can't spell. Who knows what we're using? He does have, and he's already. I don't know. What is he? Where is Mark now? I think he's. Um, see, he might be 200 shows in now or something like that. He's got quite a few of those in there, and I'm in there when I can. During football season, it's tough, but non-football season, I'm in there every week when there's not football season. He does have his photography show on Sundays. So there we go with that. And then this is my Guinness review. I think this is my most popular beer review. The pint bottles taste way better than the can. Yeah. Yeah, I disagree, but oops. Okay, and then this is oh, my Schlitz. You know, I thought about getting another 6-pack of Schlitz. You know, it's if you like Pabst and you know some other beers like that. If you like Pabst, I'll say and if you like original Coors and if you like Pabst, you should try Schlitz. You should revisit Schlitz. If you can find Schlitz, original Schlitz, I hadn't tried it in a gazillion years. And it was so refreshing. It was really good. It was I think one of the betters of some of these old style beers. I personally would rather have a Schlitz over a Pabst or a original Coors. You sound like a cyborg on Subside. I could see that. Yeah, I do sound a little weird. Uh, okay, there we go. So, like I say, guy, I welcome all. I mean, all comments, as long as it don't. Like I said, I just got 3 things. Don't get racial. don't get political, and let's try to stay too far. Let's not get too crazy with the religion, and we're good. You know what I'm saying? Some religious stuff, and it depends on the way you put it. Like you saw earlier, I had questions about the Jewish faith. I don't know much about it, so I just had questions. I wasn't making religious statements. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested in things. This is the beer review on the Belching Beaver Mexican Chocolate Peanut Butter Stout, which is I talked about that earlier. I watch these reviews at work, and this makes me want to run home, open up a nice craft beer, and enjoy. Yeah, thank you, man. Um, Thank you, Jordan. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then this is the Share Beer Show 440. Oh, I like that number. That's a good number, isn't it? How was your Thanksgiving? Hey, TD Burris, man. He tunes in from time to time. He's been tuning in lately. I appreciate him jumping in. I think he jumped in on video also recently. Um, awesome. Okay. Oh, look at Jason and say, I can't believe he had never had the shoots until this. Yeah, this was yeah, Deschutes Brewery Twilight Summer Ale 2010. And I think this was the first time me and Mark met in person, that is. After, like I said, after years of him, you know, supporting the show and tuning in and being part of the show for a long time, even at this point, this was the first time we had met, and I had met his wife and everything. And he was at my house, and we reviewed this beer together. It was pretty cool. But no, a lot of people couldn't get the shoots. A lot of people. The shoots was still growing and still, evolving, and a lot of people couldn't get them. So it was a real treat. The the time that I had with the shoots, and they would send beer to me and everything. It was a real blessing. See, in those days, if you weren't in the West, I spelled the shoots wrong. Oh, they want to separate. Okay, no. And let me see. And this was the Niels Oscar Scorchy Blonde. I don't remember. This has to be an older one. I think I remember maybe taking that picture. Yeah. Yeah, I think I do. Looks like this beer was retired. Yeah, probably. Probably. Did this video years ago. I've got a lot of beers on here actually that you can no longer buy, and I'm glad because yeah, this growler is awesome. I had no idea this was coming. Um, yeah, this was Fredericksburg Brewing, the Giant. I have not been to this brewery. A buddy of mine, the guy that actually got me into craft beer, one of my buddies at work, kind of didn't really know what he was doing as far as like what kind of animal he was creating. But he got my first. I mean, I had some craft beer, but didn't really care for it. I was a Bud Light drinker, really hardcore Bud Light drinker, and just didn't care for anything crafty. I would have them every once in a while, but didn't really care for it. And then a buddy of mine at work who would, dabble a little bit into craft beer and still kind of dabbles, doesn't really, not too hardcore into it. But he got me to, hey man, when you have a steak, you should have a Guinness. And I was like, a Guinness, really? And he goes, yeah, man, you should try it. And so I did, and really liked it, and really paired well with that. At that time, this is already 10 years ago, and I was like, wow. And Guinness was, like a big, thick, heavy beer at that time, right? Dark beer, it was like a big deal. And so then I bought more Guinness, and I was like, wow, I kind of like this. This ain't bad. Well, let me start trying other stuff. So in any case, you move forward a little bit, a couple years, and I was really into it. The beer reviews where I was doing reviews and stuff like that. So he when he went back home to where he's originally from in Texas, he brought this beer back for me, and so this was from my buddy that kind of really responsible for getting me into craft beer. I love this growler as well as what I'm saying. It's so tall. There's hardly anywhere that I can display it nicely because it's just a tall growler. But I love it. It's a nice flip top growler. It's really nice. This is the Friday Share Beer show from 1201. Does 17? Does shopping at Costco make you fat? Right? Is that what I said there? Let me see. Overweight. Yeah, does it make you overweight? Hey Joe, your new glass is called a Willie Beecher glass. Is it really? Let's look that up. You know me, I'll just look stuff up right away. If you say it, I'll copy and then paste that, and we'll check it out here. I'll find out here in a second. Huh. That's cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I knew somebody would know. Oh, look at Sun Up. I have to go to Sun Up and get their glass. I did not realize Sun Up Brewing had this glass. Oh, dude, see, I hate all these pop-ups. And see, this is the awesome thing about glassware. You can get good glassware, and it's typically not that expensive. Oh, this is an 8 ounce. No, 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 no bueno. That's no good. I think the one that I have is a 20 ounce, or maybe it's 16. Yeah, it's a 20 ouncer is the one that I got. I did not realize that's what it was called. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That was huge right there. Because I love that style. It's just so subtle, you know? It's not like super crazy or anything. It's just nice and subtle and classy. I like it. Thank you. Let me see. I so it's the yeah, I told him thank you so much. I really love beer glassware and knew someone out there would know what style it was. So yeah, that's huge, man. Have to heart that one. I love man, 'cause that was huge. Um, oh shoot, I clicked it instead of just okay. This is from the same video, the same share Friday share beer. Actually, the Friday share beer show, that same one. What's the name of Mark's podcast? I always enjoyed his YouTube channel, and so I'd like to check out his podcast. It's the Financial Clarity. The wrong, well, yeah. Every Wednesday. I need to correct that. Here we go. Here's another one on the Guinness review. So Guinness is not a beer I would call strong. If anything, it's very mild with subdued flavors, watery. Yeah, we would. This is a very old video. God, it's got to be 8 or 9 years old. And you have to think back to back then. Back then, 10 or even 15 years ago, man, Guinness was a strong beer as far as like taste. It was really bold. It was really as far as like yeah, the smokiness, just the flavors that you get out of a dark beer. Let me get some water. Oh, my dryer's done. The clothes are done. So that must be I've been on here an hour already. It must mean. But no, nowadays Guinness is like one of the thinnest stouts you could ever have, right? But it's still pretty good. It's still not bad. I still visit a Guinness every once in a while. As far as I mean, I don't get to go to the Guinness brewery, but I mean, I will sample a Guinness here every once in a while. Certain situations, you go to a particular restaurant. It's weird too because some of the steakhouses I go to don't necessarily have the best selection. Some of the big chain steakhouses here in America don't have necessarily the best beer selection, and but they'll have Guinness, and so sometimes, typically, that's the beer I'll get. Um, so let me reply to them. Yes, I nowadays. Oops. So, and then I like the way they do that. I'm using the Safari browser right now, and so whoops, cancel that. They put in a lot of uh, all the not just the spell check, but statements, like things that anyway. So there's a lot of correcting going on there. I don't know if you see that on the screen or not, but I didn't look. So this is from that same Friday Share Beer show. Well, we had a lot of comments on the show. Rawl says, "Hi, my friend. I have some huge doubt. Do you know a guy who is from South Texas? Maybe uh, Edinburgh or McAllen? Because I'm searching like crazy. A Newcastle mini keg, a Coors Light mini keg, and a Wersteiner mini keg, but I don't find them anywhere. I'm almost like giving up. Uh, they used to sell all those in HEB, Target, or Walmart. HEB's a supermarket over there in Texas. Um, but now they have gone forever, I think. I see that they keep selling them in other stores in the States. So he really wants the mini kegs. Man, I would think all you'd have to do is run a search. Oh, look at that Google. Is today a significant day? Oh, Marlene Dietrich's 116th birthday. Who's Marlene Dietrich? I think I've heard that name before. We'll have to look that up as well. I don't know. Mini, we're gonna look it up. I mean, someone says something. Mini kegs for sale. I mean, there you go. Boom. Oh, that wasn't hard. I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I don't know. My Google don't work no better than yours. You know what I'm saying? There they are. There's Heineken. I've had that one. I've had the Newcastle sent me that one. There's the Coors Light, the Polliner. There's the. Did he ask for the Widmer? I think. Yeah, all these are. Oh no, Wersteiner, the premium. Yeah, there. I mean, I don't know the purpose of this list. Oh, this is from 2012. Yeah, that ain't helping them at all. Um, buy beer, buy a keg. I don't know. Just look it up. I would say, right? Uh, shopping. Let's see shopping. There you go. Boom. I would think if you don't necessarily care that they're full of beer, if you're not necessarily if you just want the empty can, um, I would think you wouldn't have any hard time finding them at all. I mean, I just found one right now. There's Heineken and there's Newcastle. That's two. Let's see. So yeah, just run a Google search. Um, Google search. Uh, or look on eBay. Or Facebook even, right? Yeah, I'm sure you'll find empty mini kegs. You know, it helps. So yeah, because if I understand, man. People collect different things, and so you find my videos, and you really like to find something, and so you find my videos. He's into mini kegs, and he's like, "Hey, man, maybe you can help me find some mini kegs." So I appreciate that. This is a view on Ballast Point, Mocha Marlin. I'm saving this one for a special occasion. Yeah, this one was pretty good. Oh. Getting getting a little tired. See, I gotta go. I gotta get ready for bed in a little bit. I gotta go to work. Let me see. This one was from the Friday share, but this is a recent one. 1208, 2017. This is a Pizza Hut delivering beer in Phoenix. Atlanta is getting snow, and that's what caught my attention. Uh, he commented too, like almost right after we did that show. So I was like, yeah, that's crazy, huh? So Neri was a vic. Oh, and I'll just thumb up. Sadiq is a regular on the show, so I'll just thumb up him right there. Another comment on the Guinness video. Love the video, man. Can't wait to try my first sip. Well, here you go. Here's another person that hasn't tried Guinness either. Um, awesome. Let me know what you thought. So cool. This is on my review on Samuel Adams Cherry Wheat. Ooh, I had a buddy that loved this beer. At the time, there wasn't a lot of cherry beers, and yeah, now that it's we have, what is this, Derek? Cough drops, gross. Also, yeah, to me, that's what this beer tasted like. Cough drops. I remember that because I had a buddy that was nuts about this beer, and I tried it, and I was like, it tastes like cough drops or something like cough syrup. Um, oh man, I'm getting. Yes, I remember this beer. Yes, there we go. We can put a thumbs up. And I'm gonna review them. Oh, there we go. Pass blue ribbon. One does good cheap beer. Sorry, I have been commenting that as offended as you would like to wish you and your family for Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm not sure I understand. One does good cheap beer. Sorry, I have been commenting that as offended as would like to wish you. I'm just going to concentrate on the Happy New Year. I don't really understand. Um, I'll just say thank you. Happy New Year to you as well. Uh, Jesse James on that Guinness. video. Let's see here. I've heard this one as well. Meal in a can. In Australia, we have a lot of solid Irish, and one of my mates, he's solid. He said there's a lot of calories in each can, so it replaced actual food for some Irish back in the homeland. A lot of lower wage fellas just live off it because a few of these a day give them the buzz and calories to make it work, to make through work and grind of each day. Yeah, I would imagine at some point you're gonna need some food, right? But I get it. Yeah, it is kind of like meal in a can, but it ain't that feeling. It's um, I guess in some cases you just can't see how old the video is. But in either case, it's yeah, I wouldn't call again. I mean, because by today's standards now, man, there's so many other stouts that are medium to heavy bodied and just way more filling if that's what you're going for. But it does have some protein in there, some not much. But yeah, I can kind of see that. But I mean, I wouldn't want to drink beer all day and then try to work, especially on an empty stomach. Uh, under yeah. Oops. Okay, and then I said I would definitely recommend some real food at some point, but I do understand where you're coming from. Uh, oh, that's the wrong "your," isn't it? Because it's where you are coming from. Yeah. So there we go. And then Backwards Billy posted this and he said cheers, so I had said cheers. And this was from the Sharebear 443, which was a lousy number. This is also from the same video. And he says at the 500th episode, and this is something I meant to bring up. And did I write it down or something? No, but I do intend to bring this up again because this is an interesting idea. At the 500th episode, start season 2 and begin from 1 again. So, Share a Beer Show season 2, episode 1. Um, yeah, I like the idea. Maybe we could implement it in a different way, but I'll have to pose it on the show and see what people think. You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting idea. Uh, wow, it's always interesting to me to see what videos people will watch. This is a old beer review, Buffalo Bill's Orange Blossom Cream Ale with my ex-wife now. Is she First Nations, Indigenous, Native American? Um, no. Um, but she is my ex-wife. I do know that. No, but she is my ex-wife. I know that. I know that's what she is. I know that. Yeah. And what do we have here? This is the Castel Donker. Nice quads. Hey, I'll just thumb up him. Um, and this is the morning coffee. This might turn into a thing where we do morning coffee shows. I thought it was kind of interesting. Morning Joe, that's Andrew. The temps in AZ are nothing compared to here in Minnesota. Currently, we have some snow on the ground up here. I would imagine he meant to say, not up her. That's an interesting thing. We have some snow on the ground up her. Now that's worth noting, right? But the air temp is colder than the well diggers, whatever. Okay, we'll give him a thumbs up on that too. He'll be on the next show, so I'll just let me see. And then he also commented, "Love dark roast coffee." Yep, and I'll let him know. So do I. And then and then he's also the one that commented on my on that other video. Said, "Were you married into a Mexican family, Joe?" Yeah, we do the whole midnight mass. But since my grandmother died, I'm not sure the family will be getting together at her house anymore. Yes, I was. I can't spell. He had a very large family. Okay, let me see. And everyone will come to our home. Oh, awesome. Cheers. Yeah, thank you. All right, we are almost done. I had a lot of comments to get through, so normally it shouldn't be this long. Last comment. All right. Uh, and these were just posted a few hours ago. Newcastle Brown Ale. This is on my review on Newcastle Brown Ale. Rocket Fuel, 4 of them, and I'll fight anything. Love your passion for real ale. Yeah. I don't know if Newcastle Brown Ale would necessarily make me that but I think I get his point. I think he's saying he just really likes it. That's funny. So let me see. Um, funny. It's a good. It's a good solid session ale for sure. It really is. God, spell check's just one of the best things in technology that ever happened, isn't it? Okay. Whew, man, we are done. God. Okay, I've got to get to bed so I can go to work tonight, and then I have off again. So that is awesome. So there we go, guys. We've got all the questions answered. We are current. So I don't have to post another show, at least an answering comment show for another month. So we'll probably definitely do one towards the end of January. So thank you guys. I appreciate all your support. I always do. It's amazing to me, man, that people have tuned in for so many years to watch all my videos. I really, really appreciate it. Uh, and I try to do as much of this and just give back as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? So to let you know, you know, this is the real me. The guys that have actually met me in person, some of the fans, some of the subs, and whatever you want to call it, that have met up with me, realize that, hey, man, yeah, that's just him. That's the way. It's no different. Like it's just, you know, it's no different. You know, this is how I am. So thank you once again for all your support. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time, man. Peace out.